What's going on, people, and welcome to Mad About Football. My name is Bass, and joining me, as always, is Kamal, here to talk about the Premier League and everything in between.
Yes.
I hope everyone out there is doing good and keeping safe. We had a special game week 1 of the Premier League in the 21-22 season. There were no draws, bro. No draws.
Funny stat, bro. 10 teams that played? 10 games, 10 games.
10 games.
Seven of the home teams won. So
it's pretty good stat because last season the home teams were doing pretty shit. I remember the home teams last season got up to a really shocking start, especially teams like Manchester City. But they ended up winning the league. So.
Yes. Yeah, well, City have the same problem they have this year, in my opinion, where they're playing coming back late from the summer. They haven't come to training early enough to play games. They've got some players injured. At one point, they were 12th last season, with 7 games from the first 7 games. And then all of a sudden, once their players get fit and whatnot, they just start firing from all cylinders. So,
man. It's quite funny how I still find it funny that Jesus is the only striker at the moment and he still can't get a game.
He's still back up. Yeah, he's still back up. So that's funny. I wouldn't yes, I do agree that, it was good to see that, Man City did lose, but it's the first game of the season. I wouldn't just write them off straight away.
You can't.
You get what I mean?
City,
just because their season, just because, and we'll speak about it more once we get to the game. But just because Jack did have a bad game, it's his first game. Literally, it's
a new team. He's still trying to.
So it is.
And I don't feel like he had a bad game. Honestly,
see, I thought the start where they put him in he played him in like a number 8 position on the left of the mid, right?
Yeah.
And I thought he was very poor there, but then once in the second half he got put on the left wing, then he started really shining.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? Then he started to really come into the game.
Yeah, because he's naturally an attacker. He's not someone that's gonna track back and try and get the ball back. He's the one you pass the ball to create.
Yeah, and Spurs even noticed that because they kept attacking through his side because he wasn't going to track back. They know that.
Yeah, well,
even though he's a midfielder.
Once we get to the game to talk about it, I was going to say that Spurs' defense done very, very well to shut out Grealish.
Yeah,
Tanganga done very good.
Yes, Tanganga. Yes,
who was the other one as well? That was there's another defender as well that done very, very good. I can't remember his name though. Anyways,
I thought Doherty done good too. Yeah, sure.
If you want to get into it, I'll go into our results screen.
Yes.
Let's get into it. We'll share the results if I can get it up. Give me a second. Sorry. Technical difficulties. There we go. All right. Boom.
Woo.
There's a result. These were our predictions that we done last week.
Yes.
And we'll start off with the first one. Big shocker, you reckon?
When it's your first when you have a Premier League, one of the greatest teams in the Premier League history in Arsenal, playing a team that hasn't been in the Premier League in 74 years, first top flight game in 74 years, right?
Yeah.
You'd expect Arsenal, no matter what kind of form they're in, to beat a team like this.
Dude, on paper, Arsenal has the better squad. And we went for a result that favored Arsenal because we both thought that Arsenal on paper, should be beating Brentford.
They should, and not even that. It's the even the team on the field, right? Even the team on the field. Even the team on the field, should have beat them. The lineup they did play, yes, they were missing Aubameyang
and Lacazette,
and whatnot, but still,
they should have been good enough to beat Brentford.
But at the same time, they did play a 4-2-3-1, right? So it is a bit struggling with that lineup. I'm not sure because Arteta clearly wants to play out from the back, right?
Yeah.
He clearly wants to play up at the back, but I feel like the team that he has, it's
can't
not
do
possible.
It's not possible.
You literally can't. How are you going to get Pablo Mari, Callum Chambers to play out from the back?
No, you can't.
Right? Yes, I understand.
Ben White can. Ben White can play out from the back.
Maybe when Gabriel comes back in, obviously you shift him in for Pablo Mari, and then you might be able to do it. But still, Lokonga, his name, yeah, he was all right. He's all right. But still, and I really like the way that Brentford played. Like I think that will be the team this season that pulls a lot of results that
I reckon
the team the right.
Yeah, I reckon too. I reckon this team will be the one to stay up. Out of Watford and Norwich, I reckon this Brentford team.
Well, Watford had a good game too. We'll get to them, but they had a good game too.
They do, man.
And when I saw Brentford's lineup, I thought that they were going to play very attacking. It looked like a very attacking lineup, right? 3-5-2, which if you think about it, is a very attacking thing because then if you want the two in the mid, one can fall back and then it can become a 4-4-2 and whatnot. So it's a good lineup. I thought from the get-go, Brentford were just
too hungry.
Consistent pressure, consistent pressure that they wanted it, right? And that's been Arsenal's problem, in my opinion, for the past ever since Wenger left.
Yeah, man.
If you put pressure on them, they buckle straight away.
Yeah, because Arsenal's missing that leadership. They're missing, that determination, that hunger, that winning drive to carry him on. I know back in the days, Liverpool went through some struggles too, but at least we had players like Gerrard who would spur us on.
You had Gerrard, Carragher,
Arsenal have no leadership whatsoever to carry the team. And I feel that's what they're missing this season, mainly this season, because this Brentford team should have been smacked. This doesn't matter what sort of Arsenal team you field. You always feel like Arsenal will beat Brentford. Come on.
But they should have, in my opinion. They should have. And, yes, they had a poor preseason, but again, they're playing teams like Manchester City,
Tottenham and Chelsea.
But still, preseason, you would have thought that, last season they would have been like, okay, cool. They put it behind them. And whatnot, but the game, they were just very lackluster. It just looked like that it wasn't one team. It was just 11 individual players.
Yeah, man.
Right? It looked like that. It looked like...
I think Arsenal only had one chance. They made one chance, I think.
Bro, they had 22 shots, 4 on target. Where Brentford had 8 shots, 3 on target, and they scored 2 goals. You know what I mean?
More clinical on the day. I have to say that I'm very proud. I'm very proud of Sergio Canos, former Liverpool player. Well done. Just want to put it in there.
yes, of course. But yeah, and maybe the second one was a foul. Maybe they were grabbing Leno, but I don't know. I doubt it. I didn't think it was.
Nah.
I just think Leno, in the box, like that happening, you need to be, claim it. It is your box. if people are pushing you, you've got to be strong. As a goalkeeper, you've got to be
and that's
decisive.
This is why I like Martinez, because Martinez commands his area.
Yes,
he jumps out for those corners.
Yes.
That's why I feel like Martinez was the better option than Leonard. They should have actually sold Leonard.
So they have signed they have signed Odegaard for 40 million, which is probably their best signing of the summer. And they have signed, for some reason, I still don't understand. They've placed the fourth bid, which has been accepted.
Yeah, for Ramsdale.
For Aaron Ramsdale, which I still do not understand that one. Right?
Me neither.
Your bids have been rejected 3 times. It's just it's a confusing sale. Yes, I know you need a backup keeper,
but not a 40 million pound.
Aaron Ramsdale, he played, was it 63 games and conceded 50 something? So, he doesn't have a really good track record. The past 2 seasons, his team has been relegated.
Yeah, but he was the goalkeeper of Sheffield United, dude.
Yeah, but still, Sheffield United, the 2 seasons prior, that were really upsetting the Premier League, right? And then he went to Bournemouth last season, which it's just they were very unlucky as well.
Wait, he came from Bournemouth or Crystal Palace?
No, he was at Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure.
Bournemouth?
But still, I thought, well-deserved win for Brentford, honestly.
Do you feel like Arteta, I don't know, if the next 5-6 games don't go well for Arsenal, I feel like Arteta might be getting sacked before Christmas.
To be honest, in my opinion, I feel as that so Arteta spent 130 million in this transfer window. 130 million, right?
Yeah.
They're expecting Europe. They're expecting Europe, right? And with them not being in Europe this season, they can focus on the Premier League. They can focus on, winning the Carabao Cup, the FA, finishing that top 6, hopefully, position.
Yes.
Because they'd be happy with Europa, right? They're not going to get Champions League, but they'd be happy with Europa.
Yeah.
So to me,
the gap.
I feel if. Yeah, go on. Sorry,
I was going to say the gap for Champions League is it's too much now for Arsenal to catch up.
I feel, especially with the squad they have, they haven't shifted any dead wood. That's the thing. They sold Joe Willock, in my opinion. They should have kept him. Done it. They should have kept him. You should have, the way he played at Newcastle last season, when he's given the chance, he plays very well. But unfortunately, I just think with the players they have up front, and the stress and the pressure of, being a striker for Arsenal, they expect goals. You get what I mean? Yeah. They expect goals week in, week out. So with Newcastle, I feel like there's not that added pressure where they're like, oh yeah, bro, you got a goal for us? We love you. As long as you're trying, you're playing for the badge. They don't care. Yeah, where Arsenal fans are, we need goals. I don't care.
Dude, they expect goals because every single Arsenal striker has provided them with goals, whether it's Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, who else? Even Olivier Giroud, Van Persie. They've had a history of good strikers who provided goals for them. So, still, of course, the Arsenal fans are going to expect goals from their strikers.
Yeah, but it's just that pressure. Like, if they have one poor game, they'll just ridicule them. They don't want them. You get what I mean? Where Newcastle, the fans loved him last season. He had a record. He was like one of he scored not 4 or 5 games in a row.
He did
for them.
Yeah. I was gonna say he was Arsenal's best player.
And he was away on loan.
He had better stats than any Arsenal player.
Exactly.
Playing for Arsenal last season. And he was out on loan. I don't know why he wasn't used by Arteta to help.
In my opinion, so going back to the question you said about if Arteta would get sacked. So last season they went 10 they went 10 games with no wins. They did the 3 draws, 7 losses, right? 10 draws, 3 losses. I feel if Arteta repeats half of that, I feel this season, everybody will turn on him.
He'll be gone.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel everyone will turn on him. Last season, they're like, oh, it's his first proper season in the Prem.
Yeah.
He's still getting used to his players. But you can't be using that excuse now.
This is his third season now.
Yeah, but, he came in halfway through his first one. And then so last season was his first proper season. They were like, oh, give him a summer transfer window, see what he can do, and then judge him, right?
But this is his second now. I think this is his second summer transfer window.
It is his second, but it's his, I understand that one. But again, I think the players will really turn on him. Yes, I understand it's the first game of the season, but at the same time, you do want to set the momentum. You do want to show that, this season's going to be different to last, because they had a shocking last season. So you want to,
they were almost in a relegation scrap.
Well, at one point they were 15th. They were 15th, 4 points from relegation.
I remember.
Right? And they sat there for a while. I
remember it was the game against Burnley where they lost 1-0 and they were 15th. Literally, they were literally maybe 4 points away from relegation at one stage.
Exactly. Right. So in my opinion, if Arteta doesn't finish in your top 6, minimum 6th,
maybe
I'd sack him.
Top 7.
Well, it depends on how the form is, right? Because again, if they do that 10 games, 7 losses, three draws, I reckon the fans would turn, especially with fans now being back in the stadiums. The Emirates would be just crazy. The Emirates would be literally, the second the fans walk out, I'd reckon they'd just annihilate.
They're gonna tear the team apart. Well, the next 2 games will be Man
City and Chelsea.
And
Chelsea and Man City.
Are they going to pick up points? We don't even know. And then games after that is like Brighton or...
Yeah, but still, the thing is, Arsenal have gone to that point where you're like, oh, Brighton might even beat them.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Back in the day, you were like, oh, they'll beat Brighton easy. Pump them.
But now, it's like Brighton's got a chance.
Exactly. So again, congratulations to Brentford, first Premier League game in 74 years, bro. Older than me and you, and they showed that they deserve to be in the Premier League. They showed why they got promoted and why they deserve to be in there. And 100%. I'm excited to see the games they play.
Me too, man. I'm very excited because Brentford do very good business. Like, they lost a player in Ollie Watkins and they went straight out and bought a striker. You know what I mean? They didn't miss about like some teams do, like Arsenal.
And their next couple of games in the Premier League are very good games. They got Palace, Villa, Brighton, Wolves, and then they got Liverpool. So
it'll be interesting to see.
Winnable. I can't say winnable games because it's just their first game that I've seen them play. So
me too.
But if to go off anything, if they keep that consistency, they keep that form, they'll pull some big upsets. Honestly, I think they'll pull some good upsets.
I hope they do. But not against us, obviously.
Either us, man. Either us as well.
Yeah, obviously we got the prediction wrong. I went for a 3-1 Arsenal win.
Yes.
Brentford got this one 2-0. Well done to Brentford. Good stuff. They deserved it.
Yeah.
They were just hungry on the day. And you went for a 3-2 Arsenal win.
Yes.
No points on the board for both of us. And we move on to the next game, which was Manchester United versus Leeds United. Bro, you called it. You said it was going to be a high-scoring game. You went for a 4-2 prediction for Man United to win.
Brother.
I went for a 2-1 win. Dude, what a game this was.
Mate, this game from the kickoff to the finish, like full 90 minutes, a full packed 70,000 people, 70,000 fans back at Old Trafford. You go, after 18 months of just no fans, you literally could feel it. You can literally feel it. And what I thought was very, very smart to do, right? first game of the season, what do? Announce Varane, right? Bring him out in front of everybody, right? Literally bring him out with his jersey, walk him around Old Trafford while the whole fans just absolutely cheered for him. And in my opinion, I think he would have loved that, to see the reaction they gave him, and just the support.
That's going to motivate him. That's going to motivate him for the next game.
To know that the fact that, you know, he hasn't kicked the ball for United yet, and he's already being supported and cheered for like 100%, that 100%. will motivate him. And then seeing the performance they did, right? So from the very start, it was just pressure. You know, it was pressure, fluid, proper, you know, ball movement. I thought McTominay he killed it in the first half. Absolutely dominated in the first half.
Dude, Paul Pogba, 4 assists.
Bruno Fernandes, a hat-trick.
No penalties, surprise.
No penalty. And they were nice goals, man. They were some nice goals. The volley was very nice. Mason Greenwood, you know, killing it. You know, such a bright young talent. Honestly, I really, really hope that he is going to get, you know, as much game time as possible. I hope so
too, because he's on my FPL team.
Yeah, but still, you know, it's just I couldn't literally put a fault wrong in the team. You know, I couldn't put a fault wrong in the team. On Leeds' side, you know, they did well. You know, they did well. They did their patent, you know, Leeds pressure. Ayling with a rocket of a goal. It was a beautiful goal.
I felt Leeds, even though they had more possession than you guys for a lot of the game, I felt like Leeds were just...
They didn't do anything with it.
They just lost the ball. They kept on pretty much not doing anything with it. They just tried to hold it for as long as possible, but they couldn't do much. It was like just giving it away all the time. It was like, it was like shit.
And what I loved was the response that we gave when we went one when they equalized, right? Yes, it was a beautiful goal. De Gea had no chance, right? But the response that we gave, right?
Yeah, Greenwood within 3 minutes, just
within 3 minutes, and then we scored 2 in 11, and then we just became comfortable with it. We were just, you know,
even Fred scored. You know how many? You know, I remember you.
That's what I said. I was like,
so much fucking abuse.
Yeah, but because I feel like you could play so many players in that position that could do better than Fred.
Matic.
I'd play no, but not even Matic. I'd play.
Who would you play?
I'd play Van der Beek, because you got Scott McTominay, who can play that defensive and sit back and recover the ball and play it. Yeah. Where Van der Beek can then run forward and then he'll just come back. You get what I mean?
If you remember, Paul Pogba played on the left.
Did he play on the left or the right?
Yeah, he did.
This game.
No, he played on the left.
Yes, but he was given, I think because of Fred, he's given that freedom to roam around, because he knows that he doesn't have to track back that. Exactly. He has that defensive midfielder. That's why I think Wilfred Ndidi would fit well into this.
100%. Dude. Wilfred Ndidi's a beast.
You know, I'd pull Fred and I'd put Ndidi out, and then I'd like, that's a title contending team. Even the team that we had there, what impressed me was that we did this and we're still missing players. You know, Sancho made his debut around the 70th minute. You know, didn't really expect much from him. Can't really do much. You get what I mean? The game was done and dusted by the time he came on. So there was no expectation for Sancho to fully perform.
Yeah.
Right. Cavani Cavani, is not starting. Rashford's out with a shoulder injury. Martial hasn't had enough game time. Lingard had coronavirus, so it's really good to see, and I'm excited. Hopefully, we keep this momentum. Right? Hopefully, we keep this momentum because, to be honest, in my opinion, we have the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to say 7 games. The next we should win. We should win comfortably. We should win comfortably, and we have Liverpool in our 7th game, right? Ooh. Which will be a big one, right? But we're playing the likes of Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, West Ham, Villa, Everton, Leicester, right? which we continue like this, mate, we'll be hopefully, fingers crossed, top of the table.
But still, you can't sleep on teams like Leicester and West Ham. They still have enough.
That's what I was saying. Leicester, I was questionable about. West Ham, maybe if we play the way we played against Leeds, I doubt it. Everton, I really don't think that they really
compose a threat.
Compose a threat. One final thing, I was just proud of the way we started and finished this game compared to the first game of last season, where we were just completely garbage.
Yeah.
We were struggling against Crystal Palace, at home. 3-1, we lost that game. And it was just shocking. No, it was 3-1.
Oh, 3-1, sorry.
3-1. But just that game was shocking. So to see the turnaround and to see the complete difference, right, it gives you excitement and hopefulness for the season. But,
if this is how they performed playing Maguire with Lindelof in the first half, in this first game, imagine with Varane and Maguire.
Yeah, exactly. And Lindelof. There's no like hatred towards him. There's no like he's shit and whatnot. But he's not really what we need in a sense. Where he's a very good defender. But when you see Varane come in with Harry Maguire, it's the experience, the knowledge, just the leadership that he'll bring. Definitely. In a sense where I really like Lindelof, but I feel that he's very inconsistent. Where I feel hopefully Varane will come in and, I don't think he'll do what Virgil did to Liverpool, where he just completely changed the defense. Yeah. But I feel that Varane is the missing piece to what we need in our defense.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw is starting to become one of the best left backs in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah, dude.
Wan-Bissaka, there's never been any argument against him as a right back. There's never been any argument. There's never been any inconsistency. He always
does his job.
Gives it for the badge. Yeah. Maguire always kills it. And there's always just that missing spot. And I feel with Varane coming in, he fits it in, and hopefully good things to come. But yeah.
Well, I'm hoping not. So, do you want to move on?
Yes.
Moving on to the next one, Burnley.
We did both get half a point for that.
Yes, sorry, we did. Because we both got the result, but not the exact scoreline. But you almost got the scoreline.
I almost, yes.
Almost. But not to be.
Yes.
So moving on. Burnley versus Brighton.
Yes. This game was, I'm not going to lie, was a really good game. I like this game. Burnley scoring very early, 2 minutes in. Tarkowski with a very nice goal.
Second minute. Ashley West.
Second minute. It was a very back and forth game. Both had 14 shots. Brighton with 8 on target and Burnley with 3. But Brighton starting off very well for the first game of the season. The pressure was there, the urgency was there. Like me and you said that we think that Brighton were going to be one of the teams that were going to get relegated this season.
Well, not really relegated, but struggle. But we'll soon do. I'm thinking after the transfer window finishes, we'll do our predictions of the league table. I'm thinking we'll do like a 3-part video where we'll first go with who we think will get relegated, and who we think will get top 6 or top 7, and then we'll do our predictions for like who do we think will get sacked first, or who do we think will score the most goals?
Top goal scorer, breakout
star, the breakout star, and all that.
Yes.
Because we're just waiting for the whole transfers to be done, so we can get a full scope of it. But to be honest, man, I didn't even watch this game. So
I didn't either. I didn't either.
We both predicted a Brighton win.
Yes.
Sorry, a Burnley win.
Yes.
You got the scoreline correct, but the other way around. Burnley won Brighton won this game 1-2. You went for a 2-1 Burnley win. I went for a 1-0 Burnley win because we both thought that without their main defender in Ben White, they're going to struggle. Also, we also thought that because of last season, how they didn't have anyone up front who was scoring goals. I mean, so many times they could have thrashed so many teams if they had that striker who was more clinical in front of goal. They got a brilliant manager in Graham Potter. He plays brilliant football. They like to keep possession, very quick on the wings. They bring the ball up very quick, but then they can't score straight. Like they can't shoot straight, and that's what was missing. And because of Danny Welbeck's injury, I feel like he's a better striker than Neil Maupay.
But Neil Maupay performs for Brighton. That's the thing. He does well for a striker that plays for Brighton, in a sense, if you get what I mean.
It's like good enough though.
Yeah, I understand that you do want a really good striker to keep you in the Premier League, to fight for that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah. There's the only thing missing with this Brighton side is a
maybe now striker. Maybe a defender now. But yeah.
Well, they still have Lewis Dunk and who's the other guy? Matt Dunn, I think it is.
Ben Mee.
Tarkowski. Yeah. No, they're Burnley players. Sorry, they're Burnley players. Who they got? Pascal Gross and Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk is the captain, and he's a very, very good defender.
Yes.
They still have Bissouma. It's like right in front of the defenders. Very physical player. Solly March is very good on the set pieces. Trossard's a very good attacking player. It's just Mopai. Mopai is I don't know if Brighton was to go down this season, it's got to be down to their attacking. It's not good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree, because there's teams that will punish them for not finishing.
Yeah, bro.
100%. Where they need half the shots that Brighton will take to score goals, and eventually they'll get too much for Brighton. Say if they unfortunately do cop a few injuries, I don't see them coming back from it. Yeah, they don't have the depth. They don't have the strength to keep up with that. You get what I mean? That's why I thought Sheffield United last year went down, because they didn't have the depth, but they just kept getting players injured, and then they just couldn't do it. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right. They started to pull results towards the end of the season when their players started getting back, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why the difference, that's why Liverpool done so well towards the end, is where
we got all our players back.
Yeah, your players were starting to come back. You've seen how you guys were struggling in the middle of the season.
We were playing
every season, every game.
We were playing our best midfielders as centre backs, because all of our centre backs were injured.
Yeah,
Like we're playing a 19-year-old kid as a centre back.
So yeah, good on Brighton. You know, very unlucky for Burnley, but you know, I see both teams having hopefully a decent second week. Hopefully, Burnley have Liverpool. Brighton are playing Watford, so maybe they won't be having a good second week.
I reckon Watford might beat Brighton. Honestly, Watford's got a good team.
I reckon Watford will beat Brighton.
Anyways, we'll do our prediction videos tomorrow. Let's go to the next game. Watford versus Aston Villa. Right, well done, bro. You actually thought that Watford was going to beat Aston Villa, and you got it correct. Well, just the scoreline was different.
Yeah, well. This game, you know, Watford were like killers, man. Watford, I've always liked how Watford play because, you know, like I said, when they show up, you don't know what kind of Watford you're going to get because they're really good. Like they're really good when all their players start performing. You know, you got the likes of Troy Deeney who can bang a few goals. You know, you got Sarr, who we said if he has a really good season that he won't be at Watford next year.
Yeah,
that will be for sure. And the lineup they played as well, 4-1-4-1, which is I don't really know about the lineup, but still, you get what I mean. You know, you could really see the missing link of Jack Grealish missing from Villa.
Yeah.
You could really see that, you know, they were missing that you know, urgency
that ball carrier who's gonna deliver for you. Honestly,
Danny Ings did get a goal, but it was too. It was a consolation.
It was like the 95th minute or something.
97th minute.
John McGinn scored.
He scored an alright goal. Ashley Young started.
That's the thing. They didn't. Aston Villa hasn't started their proper first 11.
Yeah, because half their players are still injured, and you know,
like Leon Bailey just signed for him.
Because he had visa problems getting into England, right? So he didn't get to come into training till the week before, like a couple of days before the season started. So it was going to be very hard for him to just slot in as a starting. But hopefully next week we'll see him.
I feel like Ashley Young shouldn't have started in this game. I reckon it should have been.
Who you gonna put?
Bertrand Traore.
He's out injured.
No, he's not. He's on the subs. He actually came in the 72nd minute.
Oh, yes. But doesn't he play on the right, Traore?
Doesn't matter. You can put him on the left or right. Same with Buendia. You can put him on either the left or the right.
I thought Buendia did all right. I didn't really... He did okay.
Leon Bailey came on the second half and gave a... Assist.
Was it the John McGee one?
The John McGee goal, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, good for Watford, man. Watford, I thought they'd done very well. You know, good on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Watford with players like Troy Deeney and
but Troy Deeney,
he was good. He was good like 10 years ago. Yeah.
But not even when they were gonna get relegated, he was good as well. You get what I mean? He was
injured for half the season.
Yeah, but I feel like he's that really good leader, that confidence, you know, that leader on the field and in the changing rooms. That's I feel like that's also a reason why they keep him around, because he's a Watford legend.
He is.
You know, no one will ever forget the Leicester Watford
championship playoff game.
Yeah. You know that's one of the craziest, you know, finishes to a game that we'll probably ever see. But
that's true, man.
But yeah, you know, can't really fault both teams, you know, trying. Villa may be in for a very long season. You know what I mean? Maybe in for a very long season, but yeah.
So you get half the point.
Yes, awesome. Hell yeah.
Let's start putting in our what do you call it? Points.
Yes.
Half a point for you for that game. Right there.
Yes.
And you got half a point also for the Manchester United game, as did I.
Yes.
And that's about it so far. Okay, moving on to the Chelsea versus Crystal Palace game. Well done, bro.
Yeah, so exactly what I thought was going to happen.
3-0.
Because, Watford didn't really, not Watford, sorry, Palace didn't really bring anyone in. Patrick Vieira, bad first game of the season, but,
Well, but he's just playing against one of the favorites.
Well, yeah, one of the favorites, again, what's it called again? Chelsea have signed Romelu Lukaku for 110 mil, who hopefully will be coming in against the Arsenal game this week. So
yes, he will be.
Ben
apparently.
White will probably be shitting himself now.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like, if you're a Premier League player, you shouldn't be shitting yourself.
No, honestly. but I think there'll be that nervousness about it if Lukaku starts because, yes, he didn't have a really good season when he was with United, but they'd be like, this guy. Have you seen the comparisons of when he signed for United and then when he signed for Chelsea?
No.
How he looks just completely smaller, bigger built now, just everything. I watched Chelsea did have a open training session where they showed off the Champions League and the Super Cup to the fans at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
He looked really good. He looked really good thing. There were fans that were abusing Timo Werner. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't seen it.
Where some guy was screaming and yelling, "Get the F out of my club! Get the your shit, whatnot." But then this lady Chelsea fan came and defended him, like, "Yo, like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're not a Chelsea fan if you're abusing our players."
That's true.
That's not true. On, bro. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of form the brother had, it's not.
He's still a Chelsea player, and you should show him support.
You think about it, you look at it, Werner should have scored more goals than he did, but he did also provide more assists as well,
That's the thing. I see him working well on the left-hand side, not as a number 9.
And see, this lineup that Tuchel plays, the 3-4-2-1, is what Conte plays at Inter. It's what Conte plays at Inter, right? So hopefully when Lukaku comes in, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but hopefully when he comes in, that he slots in there and he just fits it straight away. You get what I mean? It doesn't doesn't take him time to adjust and whatnot, because he's been playing that formation for the past 2 seasons.
That's true. Right? So that kind of makes sense for Lukaku to come into this Chelsea team.
Just to fit straight in, because it is the same lineup that
same formation that Conte uses. Yeah.
Right. Same one. In my opinion, you do have the better players from this Chelsea team, though, than the Inter team in a bit. Like, you do have that, Jorginho who can assist you. You got Mason Mount who will also help you. Yeah. You got Pulisic. Maybe you put Havertz there. Maybe you put Havertz on his side, or even Werner there, who can provide you with that. Provide you with those assists.
Yeah.
I thought Chelsea done very well. Chalobah, the kid.
Yeah.
Chalobah, the kid. Debut goal.
Banger
goal. Very good goal. Started as right back.
He's one of the center. I don't know. He's one of the center mids.
They played 3. They played 3 in the back. He started on the right. Started on the right. But, I thought he was very good. Chelsea, with this team, man, they'll look dangerous, man. They look very, very dangerous,
Yeah, man. I think they're one of the favourites, to be honest.
They are one of the favourites, but I don't know about consistency. Again, we'll see.
Well, look, the way I'm going to put it is that the only reason why they finished where they finished was underneath Liverpool last season was because of Frank Lampard. That's all I'm saying.
Because they had that. They waited so long to sack him, and then by the time they did sack him, so they could catch the momentum.
By the time they sacked him, Chelsea was like 7th.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so Tuchel already had a job, like a massive job to do to try and bring him back up to a Champions League spot. And then not only that, and win the whole damn competition. I mean, I know you can say Frank Lampard beat Atletico Madrid, but Tuchel beat Real Madrid. Tuchel beat Manchester City.
The way they beat Real Madrid was very dominant.
Yeah,
they were very dominant against one of the best Champions League teams in the past century.
Yeah, they're the only team, like they've won what, 12 Champions Leagues? Or 11 Champions Leagues
in the past 6 out of the past 6 years they've won 3 in a row, right?
4 in a row? 4 in a row.
No, it was 3. It was 3. Oh, 3. They won 2012 or 2013. They didn't win it for 2 years. And then the 15, 16, 17, they were
dominated.
It was just domination.
Yeah.
But Chelsea, and maybe you can say that it's because of Lampard, he made these signings that they did this. You get what I mean? In a sense that
I reckon even the signings that he made,
exactly,
didn't even go as planned.
Yeah, you could say that, but then they started to perform. You know, when the players don't play for the manager and then the manager gets sacked and then all of a sudden the players find their form. Those scumbags, Leicester City, did it to Ranieri.
Yeah.
Right? They did it to Ranieri the season after they became champions, right? He made them all internationals. And then they just gave up on him.
Yeah.
They just tanked it. Once they sacked Ranieri, they started performing all of a sudden again, right?
Yeah.
But Chelsea, it was expected. I feel like it's going to be a long season for Crystal Palace again.
Man, especially with Patrick Vieira coming in as an inexperienced manager. Well, he sort of is experienced, isn't he? He's had a few jobs.
No. Yeah, but MLS and whatnot, nothing in England, because it's 2 different leagues, man. Like, it's 2. But
imagine if Vieira does well at Crystal Palace. Do you reckon he could take Arteta's job?
No, I don't think so. I feel as if Arsenal, if they do sack Arteta, they have to go for someone big,
like Conte.
They literally like Conte, Allegri. They've been linked with Allegri for the past 10 goddamn years, man.
Dude, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it.
Where is Allegri? Where is he? Is he still on a hiatus?
Let me have a look. Where is Massimo Allegri? Where is he?
Where is he? Massimo Allegri.
I don't want I don't want his whole history. I just want, where is he now? wait. Where is he now? Still want to tell me his whole fucking history. I think he's the new Juventus boss, isn't he?
I think he's gone back to Juve. Yes.
Yeah, he's the new Juve. He took over Pirlo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back at Juve. All right. So you're not gonna get Allegri?
No.
Might as well get that off. Go hard for Conte. Literally, you want to get back into Europe. You want to do this. You go for a experienced coach, a proven winner.
Yeah.
I'd be even stupid enough to say go for Mourinho.
Go for Mourinho. Why not?
Go for Mourinho. Doesn't matter if it's Arsenal and he used to coach Chelsea. You need a experienced manager to come in, shift all your deadwood, bring in players, and kill it. Because say Mourinho's a psycho. He complains, he turns on his player. The man's a proven Premier League winner, coach.
That's
proven
true.
Premier League coach. He's won 3 Premier League titles where managers struggle to win one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, of course.
And I would even go for the former German coach. Why not?
No.
Why not?
That guy's he fucking scratches his balls and sniffs them.
Won a World Cup for Germany, bro. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but do you think he could do it at club level? I don't even know.
I think so. But yeah, I think Vieira, hopefully he has a good season. But again,
I don't think so.
He only could do what you can only do what you can with what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I also feel like Arsenal missed out on a great manager last season in Ancelotti or even Rafa Benitez.
Yes, imagine Rafa Benitez as well. Yeah.
Okay, imagine if Ancelotti had come into Arsenal, he would have definitely got James Rodriguez in. All those signings they made for Everton, you could have made them for Arsenal.
I'm pretty sure. What's his? You also got the RB Leipzig manager,
Nagelsmann.
2000 Ragnick.
Okay.
Ralph Ragnick.
Okay.
Ragnick. He's decent. I really like him.
Leipzig's manager. Yeah, I was thinking of
Leipzig's manager. Who else? You got obviously not Allegri, Jose Mourinho. No. You even got what's his name again? Here he is. You got the Barcelona, the previous one, Setny.
Oh yeah,
his name is.
Yeah.
You've got the one that used to do Inter Milan before Conte came in. The Spalletti. I don't know how to pronounce it. Spalletti. He. I think he'd do well.
Dude, you can even bring in Mancini from if you want to. Like if the money's good enough.
I don't think he'd leave Italy for Arsenal, where Italy
have just
are now the contenders for a World Cup.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where your Italy squad could win a World Cup. So
maybe after the World Cup, depending on how they do.
I agree. But yeah, no, all right, cool. We'll move on, man.
Yeah,
let's
move on.
Cool.
Okay, next game was Everton versus Southampton, where my turn to get the full points.
Yeah, I missed out by 2 goals.
Yeah. Well, I missed out on 2 goals in the last one. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
Bro, this game, we said we don't know how Everton, Southampton play. They missed Danny
Ings.
They missed Danny Ings. They've lost Vestergaard and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what? How are they going to perform? And they done reasonably okay. I just think that they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, they could.
I think they just ran out of steam.
I agree.
Right. I feel that they just struggled to keep up. That pressure from Everton. Decore is his name. Decore with a banger goal. A banger goal. That was a beautiful goal. And I just thought, Everton were just very slow out of the barracks, but they pulled it off. Richarlison, just came back from a gold medal and, scoring goals. You got your star striker in Calvert-Lewin back on the score sheets after not even did he even play?
Nah, he didn't even play a minute. Right. I think
I don't even think he played a minute. So
I remember him playing at all in the Euros.
So to see him back on the field, scoring goals, it boosts his confidence a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, even last season, in the beginning of last season,
he was killing it. Yeah,
Richarlison. Yeah, he was killing it. Dominic Calvert was killing it. But I was going to say Richarlison got off to a very, very slow start last season, where all of his chances were just going off target. If you remember,
I feel Richarlison's a bit inconsistent. Like
the first 9-10 games until he scored a goal.
Yeah. But he does sometimes show up when you need him. But again, I feel
this season could be different for Richarlison. I reckon this is the season where he steps up to be the player that Everton need him to be, in my opinion.
Yes, hopefully we'll see.
And especially with players around him like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, like James Rodriguez, if he gets to play, or Alan, Doucouré, that core. If they can stay fit, you can see Everton pushing for Europa, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
Anyways, moving on to the next one, which was Leicester City versus Wolves. Leicester City winning 1-0.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy being the royal, like the just Jamie Vardy when he scored, he started howling at the Wolves Den.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he started howling at the Wolves Den, when he was celebrating. It was good to see Jimenez back on the field, after so long out with his fractured skull,
I feel like he's not the same player anymore, honestly.
Yeah, but it's going to be very hard to come in.
Fitness.
Yeah, you get what I mean, full fitness. So I reckon it'll take him some time. I doubt James Maddison will leave Leicester.
Even Brendan Rodgers is also linked to a move to Arsenal. I don't think so.
No, I don't think. Why would you leave Leicester for Arsenal at the moment, right? You've just literally won two
trophies.
Trophies, right?
Literally.
What's his name? Daniel Amateri, or whatever his name is.
Amati.
He done all right too. Vestergaard came on in the second half. Inacho done all right as well. He's a very good off the bench player in my opinion. I'm really hoping to see more of Fabio Silva this season. Now that Jimenez is back and there's less pressure on Fabio Silva.
Even Trincao, man, I've been a bit of a fan of Trincao for a little while. It was just it's good to see him play in the Premier League where I can keep an eye on him a lot, because I reckon this guy will be a breakout star in the future. I reckon.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'm really hoping to see some of these players. It'll be good to see what they do, where how they play. So
Dude, that midfield,
Fabio Silva,
midfield's too good, man. Like Harvey Barnes, Yuri Tillemans, James Maddison, Ayoze Perez, and Wilfred Ndidi. That is a perfectly balanced midfield. Honestly,
it's
like, how good
crazy.
is that?
It's very crazy. Good on them. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yes.
Norwich versus Liverpool, my boys.
Yes.
Score line was 0-3 at Carrow Road. You went for a 1-4. I went for a 0-4. Almost got it. What can I say? This was expected. But Liverpool always like to start off with a bang, especially against Norwich. This is our favorite team to beat. Always, just smashing them 5-0, 4-0, whatever. I remember the time when Luis Suarez scored like a hat trick every time he played against this Norwich team. Nothing too unexpected happening in this game. I expected Salah to score. Salah always scores in the
debut. What is he? The first
game.
Player to score in 5 opening?
Five different seasons,
five different season opening days.
Great to see Firmino on the score sheet as always.
And he came off the bench. Jota scored. He started, and Firmino came off the bench. In my opinion, I like Jota starting. I
do as
Jota
well.
starting over Firmino.
Firmino, I do as well.
Yeah,
because you can save Firmino for second half where he can bring fresh energy to the team when the other team's defenses are tired and whatnot. You know.
Yeah.
But we'll see how we go. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of the transfer window because, Klopp's coming out with these statements, making it look like that we're not going to do any more business. But, we have a lot of gaps to fill, like replacing Gini Wijnaldum. We also need a backup right back to Trent because when Trent got injured last season, or when he got coronavirus last season, we dropped. So we need that backup right back who's going to challenge Trent for that position. We have our centre backs all back, thank God.
Yes.
Virgil van Dijk looks like again, it's not really a big deal because it is Norwich City, but he looks like he's almost back to full fitness. It was really good to see him. What's his name? Really upset that Robertson is now injured, but Tsimikas had a really good game as well.
Yeah, but he should be back soon, no?
No, he's out for a couple of months.
Oh, really?
He's got a broken ankle.
Okay. Broken ankle. Oh, that's not a good sign for that.
Yeah, his ankle full twisted. I think really? It was in a preseason match.
I seen it. I sent it to you. Remember?
Yeah.
Yes, but we'll see. Hopefully, it was good. It was actually good seeing, Van Dijk back. We'll see when Gomez gets back also.
Yeah.
Norwich, you can't really expect them to come in and pull a result.
Yeah,
right?
you can't.
Especially, no, it was away, wasn't it?
It was away, yeah. It was Carrow Road. It was a Carrow Road.
But still, it's just, unlucky for Norwich. Hopefully next week.
Maybe, but we'll go into that after the transfer window. But I was going to say, I have Norwich as probably one of the favourites to go down, in my opinion.
I feel like
it's still not really a changed squad to what they had 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they did get Billmore on loan, but still,
on loan, and he's still young. He's only 18. Yeah, there's a big, bright future ahead of him and whatnot. He is rated as this wonder kid.
Yes. Well, he did win Premier League last season, so. Not Premier League. Sorry, Champions League.
Champions League. Well, how many games did he start?
I think he just came on a bench off the bench.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was like just a bit of nostalgia seeing Timo Pukki.
Pukki Body.
Unfortunately, I don't think Pukki is good enough. I don't think Pukki is good enough, and they should just all right now just give that position, the starting position, to Adam Ida. Adam Ida is much more faster. I don't know how clinical he is in front of goal, but he definitely has the pace to cause some threats to opposition defense. That's all I have.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one, which was Newcastle versus West Ham United. We both went for a draw in this one. We both, you said 1-1. I went for a 0-0 ball draw. But West Ham showing why they're in Europe, dominating this game against Newcastle. Absolutely smashing them. But Alan Saint-Maximin had a good game.
The assist he provided was just killer. The way that he was just moving was just it was crazy, right?
Baller.
And how are you supposed to stop that in a sense? You get what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
just a shame that he's playing for such a shit club. Like, no offense to any Newcastle fans, but he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be at Newcastle.
I agree. And and he signed they locked him down to a 6-year deal.
Yeah,
even though, in my opinion, deals don't mean shit anymore. Right? It's just, oh, cool, just more money for the next person. Jack Grealish signed a
5-year contract as well, like last season.
A 5-year contract at the start of last season.
Yeah.
And look at him now. Now he's playing for Manchester City.
Yeah.
So I feel, in my opinion, that contracts are just to get more money, just in case someone does want to leave.
It's just ink on paper.
Yeah, just ink on paper, because there's no loyalty to clubs anymore.
Yeah.
Right? There's no loyalty to clubs. If you've signed for 5 years, I don't see people lasting 5 years. Well,
depends. If you're Harry Kane, then
yeah, but still, Jack Grealish, in my opinion, he should have gone when. Do you know when? What's it called again? Last season, he should have left. Last season, he should have left.
Last season, he signed a contract. When you sign a contract, you can't leave you can't leave for a season.
But he should have So he signed his contract after West Ham got safe in the Prem, right? So you could have still listened.
Aston Villa, you mean?
Yeah, with Villa, you could have still listened to offers. You get what I mean? You could have been like, okay, I'm going to suss out how much I would get if I were to hand a request.
From what I remember, the offers stopped coming in after he signed that contract, because for a whole year you can't move clubs if you sign a contract.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. So before you did sign your contract,
there were offers from Man United.
Yeah, but in my opinion, when he signed, I was like, oh, okay. So he just wants to be a big fish in a little pond. You get what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean. Like, he wants to be the big player in a small team. But Villa are assembling a pretty good team.
Well, no one expected them to be as good as they were last season.
100%, man. They almost made Europa.
Literally.
They were 2 points off, 3 points off?
Something like that, but I think the injuries and the depth just caught up to them.
They dropped off dramatically, because they were top 4 one stage. Then they started dropping off.
They were.
They started dropping off when they were top 4 with 2 games in hand, and I remember they started dropping off after Grealish started getting injured. So
because
now losing Grealish now is massive, and they have to really spend that money to try and fill in big boots.
Well, they've spent most of the money, and it's been on players, but no one you can really be like, okay, this guy's filling in Grealish's boots.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, we've signed this guy. We've signed Buendia to replace Grealish, but look at the player Buendia is, and look at the player Grealish is.
It's not really.
It's not really the same.
Yeah.
But West Ham starting slow into the game. Newcastle doing well from the start, but then I feel like it was just they struggled. The tired legs and whatnot, and West Ham just piling it on. Good on Mikel. Good, congrats to Mikel Antonio, who equaled. What is it? Roberto Carlos? No, it's not Roberto Carlos. The legend. He's tied now for top goal scorer in West Ham.
Well, Di Canio?
Yes, Di Canio. Sorry, but yeah. So one more goal, and Mikel Antonio is their top goal scorer.
Nice.
And he is, and fair play to him. He is a West Ham legend. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I guess.
Well,
now he is.
Now he is. Yeah.
Do you reckon? What's his name? Declan Rice will stay at West Ham?
I think so. At least for this season, right? Because he wants Europe. You get what I mean? He wants Europe, and where are West Ham in Europa? Are they in Europa?
No. They're in Europa. Yeah, they finished 5th.
Europa, right?
Sorry, 6th. Yeah, they finished 6th behind Leicester City.
So, in my opinion, I feel Declan Rice will stay this season, but then I reckon he'll leave next season, right? And I made the thought that, Declan Rice, he'll probably want to leave. Why not offer Cash and Jesse Lingard and go for Rice?
That's true. Man, he'll be a good signing for Man United, definitely. But
swap him instead of Fred. And
I feel like West Ham would want like 100 million for him.
Yeah, nah, bro, not happening. Just because English
is English. That's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, cool. We'll move on to the last one.
This was our
Made a bit of football.
Mad Football's match day of the week.
Yes, the first one of the season.
Tottenham Hotspurs versus Manchester City.
Bro, banger game, bro.
Well done.
Very well, yeah, because I just thought that with the players that City had out and whatnot, I felt that they were very vulnerable in a sense. And it was true. Like no Harry Kane in the lineup. So everyone's like, oh, that's it. Confirmed he's gone to City. He's going to City. Where it turns out that he had just come back to training a couple of days prior.
Yeah, a couple of days prior to that. Yeah.
Nuno was like, no.
From what I know, the board actually gave Harry Kane extra time off to recover from the Euros.
Yeah, because he played non-stop for them. Yeah,
he pretty much played 7-8 games in a row.
Yeah,
yeah.
Again, yes. And in my opinion, City were very lackluster. So probably the first 15 minutes, City were very dominant and they just kept doing what normally City does. And then after the 15 minutes, it was just like, that's it. No pressure. They started Grealish in the 8 position.
Yeah.
They start Grealish in the 8 position, which we were saying earlier that he wasn't, it's not his preferred position. And then in the second half, when he moved out to the left wing, he started really carrying the ball into the box, creating options, making that choice. So it was good to see in that sense. You really can't judge him. I can't criticize him off one game.
Oh, of course not. I mean, but it is a player that he has shown his quality before in the Premier League.
Yes,
he's not a new face. Like, what you're gonna get with a player like Grealish.
Yeah. So
however, he has, it's a new team. He's adapting to a new team. He's adapting to a new manager. I'm thinking this manager wants new things from Grealish, because Grealish isn't used to playing in the middle. He's used to playing as the winger or the attacking midfielder.
But I feel as if you sign a player like that, you got to know where he plays. You got to play to his strengths.
I agree, but look at that position where what Pep has at his disposal. He's got Sterling, he's got Phil Foden can play there.
Yeah,
Grealish can play there. Bernardo Silva can play there. You don't need to sign Grealish.
You don't, but I also think that I'd play, if I was Pep, I'd play Foden. You don't have a striker.
Yeah.
So I'd play Foden in that striker position, right?
I'll probably play maybe even Ferran Torres as your striker.
Yeah, but see, I'll have
Phil Foden as number 8. Make him do the running around.
And he does. He runs. He's got it. He's got an engine on him. Fernandinho really showed his age in this game, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Mendy and Nathan Ake, you want to win the Premier League, Champions League, you cannot have them on the left-hand side. No offense to Nathan Ake or Benjamin Mendy, but they are shocking.
They got torn to shreds. This game should have been and could have been 3-0.
It could have. With Bergwijn had a few chances he should have finished.
Son had another chance he could have finished.
Yeah, Son had his chance. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But
I feel like Man City really got lucky and got away with just 1-0. Honestly,
but I feel like they wouldn't judge City even if they did lose. You get what I mean? Like they would have been like, oh yeah, but like look, all these players are injured. Wait till everyone comes back. We'll see how they do. It's the first game, but at the same time, you wanna
get up to a flying start.
Exactly.
This is the first game of the season, and you guys are not like a mid-table team. You guys are the champions.
The defending champion.
And not only that, this team last year could have had a quadruple. League Cup, FA Cup. Was it FA Cup? No, wait.
No, they didn't win the FA Cup. Leicester won that.
Champions League, Premier League. So they could have had a treble last season. But they didn't. They failed on that. And I feel like they should have had a treble last season. They should have beat Chelsea because it's a better team.
Leicester.
They should have beaten Leicester. And I think they lost in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, didn't they?
No. They made it to the finals of the FA.
Did they? Against who?
No, actually, no. Sorry,
no,
they did lose to Chelsea.
They
did lose to Chelsea.
So I remember Leicester beat Chelsea in the final.
Mm-hmm. They did. Yes, they lost to Chelsea. But that's when like Tuchel had just come in, but then Tuchel never lost the game last season against
Man City.
Against Man City, you get what I mean? Like,
dude, Tuchel hardly don't know about games. He hardly any goals were scored against Tuchel last season. If you remember when Mendy went on that run where it was like 6 or 7 games with a clean sheet.
Yes.
That's when Tuchel really changed Chelsea. That's when we thought Tuchel should have been the manager from day one instead of Lampard. At least then they could have given Man City a bit of a challenge. Which is what I reckon will happen this season. I reckon there's going to be 3 teams challenging: Man City, Man United, and Chelsea.
I don't know. I feel if things go Liverpool's way, they might challenge. But you do need to make signings. You do need, like, coming towards the end of the transfer window. You guys need to make some signings. Like,
man, we need to make minimum 2 signings.
Minimum 2 signings. Minimum 2 signings. I feel that if you guys don't strengthen up in the midfield,
then we're at risk that even Leicester can take us over as I
feel like 4. You know how bad you struggled last season to finish top 4. I feel like this season it'd be a bit worse in a sense.
Because Leicester has strengthened. Everton strengthened.
I wouldn't really worry about Everton, to be honest.
But I'm worried about Leicester. Leicester looks dangerous.
I feel as if Leicester's still coming up. Yeah. Maybe give them next season if they make the right moves. They have a good season. I feel next season they have a good one. Leicester, I feel this is the season. 3rd time's a charm for Rodgers. Yeah. I feel that.
They might clinch that 4th
they position. Might finally clinch it. Even if they win Europa, you get what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I reckon they're probably one of the favourites to win Europa. Think about it. Who's going to drop down from the Champions Leagues? You
never know, bro.
Ajax,
you have to, but you just Sevilla. Have to wait for the. You have to wait for the draw to come out for the group stages and whatnot, right? Because you don't know what the group depth might look like in Champions League. You get what I mean? You might have Barca, Juve, Bayern, and shit like that in one pot.
Yeah, because or like Inter Milan, Chelsea, because Atletico Madrid.
Well, no, because you can't have them all in one pot because all the champions get one pot by themselves.
Chelsea wasn't a champion. Chelsea came 4th.
Actually, yes. Sorry, my bad.
So it would be like what? Real Madrid, Chelsea, and Inter Milan. Like Real imagine Madrid, Chelsea,
Inter Milan. Yeah. But I think, can you only have one team from your corresponding
nation?
Yeah. Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
But still, bro, not even that. Okay, then. So you can have Ajax, Bayern. You can have Ajax, Bayern, Barca, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Bro, what kind of group of death is that, bro?
That'd be crazy, bro.
Right? That group of death.
That's Barca and Ajax out of the group. They're going
probably exactly.
Barca going to Europa.
But with I feel the downhill that Barca's going in, they might not even drop into Europa. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
we got to see how they're gonna play without Messi. You know, we're gonna see how they're gonna respond to that. You know,
honestly, I feel like they're gonna perform better without Messi.
Maybe.
I think Messi was the problem the whole time. Messi is that poison chalice.
No way, bro.
Because they've been trying to cater to his.
Yeah, but bro, it's not like they're catering for all the wrong reasons. He literally single-handedly won them games last season, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He won them games last season, right? It wasn't that, they were catering to him, but he wasn't performing.
Yeah.
He was performing. That's the thing. He was winning them games. You know, he'd come off the bench, he'd score or assist, you know. You know, they did have that bad run, but, you know, whatever. But, yeah, we'll see. But, again, I thought that, you know, Nuno did a very good job with this Tottenham team coming up against City.
Yeah.
Again, I think, in my opinion, I thought that, you know, the way they bossed it, you know, and watching it, the second half I thought was all Tottenham.
Come to think of it, there was a couple of times where Nuno, when he was at Wolves, he got the better of Man City as well.
Yeah, they had that game where they were 2-1 down, and then they scored the two. They scored those two goals, Adama Traore and someone else. They came out towards the end.
Yeah,
right, where they put that pressure. And I remember that game because they had Adama Traore on Sterling. They tell Adama, sit up because Sterling doesn't track back and defend.
Yeah.
And what happened? Adama scored two and assisted one.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I do remember that.
You get what I mean? So it'll be good to see where Tottenham finish this season. You get what I mean?
I reckon Tottenham are in trouble, man. Tottenham and Arsenal, both teams are in trouble. I'm even gonna say maybe Arsenal might even depends though. It depends. It all depends.
It depends because there's the last 2 weeks now coming up.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, man.
That's it.
Done a lot of talking. Yeah.
We've done a lot of talking about the Premier League this week.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Please, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to our content. It really helps us a lot. Really help us with the YouTube algorithm. And that's what we have for you guys right now. So thank you for watching and have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh. All right. Wow, we had like an hour and a half of recording.
That's because we just kept talking.
All right, bro. I'm going to go.
Yeah, all right, brother. Take care. Love. Take you. Bye.
Have a good night.